Hello.
Well,
My favorite Martin Luther King moment is definitely when he shook hands with President JFK
how come?
because they weren't men that agreed on every single thing. Because one President JFK was Democrat, and I think that MLK was Republican, but they did agree that everybody should be treated equally.
Yeah, I guess that's pretty good.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
All right, what was the I'm sure you might have a story about this because you worked at Blockbuster. Was there ever a day that you had to do something that was totally not in your job description, but there was no one else to do it, so you had to do it?
Yeah. They started doing a thing. This is the last act of a desperate company, and Blockbuster was. I worked at a Blockbuster, and they were clearly about to die
Yeah.
when I worked there. They started this new thing where to reduce shrink and people stealing. We now had to. They put it on me. They had. I had to move all the new releases into the back room and lock it up every night.
Oh wow.
We had walls and walls of new releases. I mean, every night it was at least 2 hours of work to take each and every new release down and put it on a cart and wheel it into a back room just to undo that 4 hours from then.
Yeah, and then that was after the store closed, I bet too. So you had to stay there
Yeah.
pretty late.
Yeah, it was horrible. And but it was someone else's job, but then the people who were supposed to do it started trying to pin it on me and other people, and it was like, man, this is clearly the last act of a dying company. And I think Best Buy does a lot of that shit now. I think it's just all companies that are trying to cut costs. It just comes down to that.
Yeah.
It's not very fun.
I had a time where I work at a restaurant and I'm the busboy, so I have to clean up the bathrooms and everything like that.
Yeah.
But there was this one time that there was this elderly couple and their son, and they left in a hurry because I saw them running out the door, and there was this big spill under the table. So I'm just gonna go ahead and clean this up before anybody tells me to, because I know someone's just gonna come over and tell me. So I cleaned the whole thing up, don't put on gloves because I figure, okay, this is just water or something. But it was really weird because normally, when you spill water, it keeps pooling out, but this was staying in a puddle. So I'm like, maybe it was beer or something. And then after I had cleaned it up without putting gloves on, just with those crappy restaurant paper towels, it's basically like a ream of printer paper.
Yeah.
The host comes over and she's like, I can't believe you cleaned that up. And I was like, what was it? And she said, there was an autistic kid sitting there and he peed all over the floor. And I did not put gloves on or anything. And I was just like, oh, that sucks. But, I already did it. So there's nothing I can do. And then the parents walk in and they had already tipped generously because I think they felt bad. But they throw another $10 on the table.
Ooh.
And then the server comes over and he's like, take this fucking money, dude. This is yours.
Oh my god.
And then the other server was like, it's good that, she's like, it's cool that they came back and gave you $10. I'm like, yeah, well, I would have had to clean it up even if no one gave me any money for it anyway.
Yeah.
No one else would have done that but me.
Yeah. I found a free drink at a restaurant once.
Was it a Fuse iced tea?
Yeah, I was just sitting there.
Dude. Free drink?
It was spilled all over the ground and there wasn't a bottle, but
I'm
broke. I'm a cheapskate, so I
Yeah.
just licked it off the ground.
You were on a date, I bet, and you didn't want to spend, free drinks.
I already spent $20 on the movies for that girl.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to buy a drink, so I just got on the ground like an ape and I licked the puddle on the ground.
Were there like multiple things? Did you take them home with you too?
Yeah, I got a paper towel and sopped up the liquid so that I could go home. I just threw it in the pocket of my hoodie with my date, and I went home and got out a used an empty water bottle, and I just wrung out the paper towel into the bottle so I could drink it later. And guess what?
What?
It was
Piss and shit?
It
Piss
was
and shit?
piss, and I don't know what sick fuck did that on the ground, but I almost drank that from my paper towel sop up pocket mess.
Yeah, how dare the probably homeless vagrant who,
Yeah.
in desperate times had to find some sort
Yeah.
of makeshift
Yeah, buy
bathroom.
a fucking house and use the restroom, asswipe.
Yeah, get a job and a mortgage and Social Security
Yeah.
and
So you can
and
piss
go
into
to
the
the
proper
bathroom.
place, you dumb
Yeah.
shit.
Jeez,
Anyway.
some people.
Anyway,
Well,
Well, I tried to save a buck. What
Happy
a
Martin
dumb
Luther King
fuck.
Day.
I want to just stop for a second that someone actually wrote that on my Facebook. I know I've already told the story. What a dumb fuck. Why would you take an open bottle that you found somewhere full of yellow water and take it home and drink it? The joke is over. What a dumb motherfucker.
is that like one of your friends,
I'm
or is it
really
just
not
like an
kidding.
acquaintance?
It's not a friend.
Just an
But
acquaintance.
it's someone I know, and I can confirm once again, it is true. There is no chance it's not true. I know this person well enough. It is true. They would not. It is not a joke. And they drank piss and shit from a bottle.
I'd have
it
to
was
have
real.
like a sit down with that person and talk to him, or just avoid that person
he's
entirely.
He's made many other stupid
Oh, so
mistakes.
this wasn't even the first time something like this
that
happened,
he's made a horrible mistake. No.
and it certainly won't be the last.
This is just the most mind-blowing. And again, like someone in the chat is saying, why tell anybody? If that happened to me, why would you tell anybody that happened? I've had some embarrassing shit happen to me, but why would I post about it?
And then
no,
defend
it's
yourself
not
on
it's
it.
not Frank, it's not anybody you guys know, but this person is in their 40s. This is not a
Whoa.
kid. Yeah, this is somebody in their fucking 40s. Not my age or
That's not what I imagined at all. After
yeah,
hearing
I don't
that.
think a lot of people know that, but it's someone in their
I thought it was
in
like a
their-
19-year-old kid.
Nope.
Oh man,
Yeah, really, really horrible.
jeez.
Dumb fuck. What a dumb fuck. I just want to take the minute to really soak in that information. A guy saw a bottle. It had yellow liquid in it. It wasn't clear if it was sealed or not. And he took 2 of them home to drink later. And he drank it, and it was piss and shit from a human being.
If my father did that, I would lose absolutely all the respect I ever had for that man. If my 50-year-old father drank piss and shit that he found in a park
But you know why?
on a date,
But you know why that won't happen to you?
why?
Because no one you know would ever tell you that they did that.
That's so true.
You'll never know if that happened. My dad may have done something dumber.
Yeah.
But my dad knows and has the knowledge to not let anyone in on that.
If my dad ever did that, he would take it to his grave.
I mean, I've done crazy. I mean, I've done stupid. I've shit the bed before. I don't go writing about it.
Yeah, well,
Even just now, I said too much. I haven't said enough. That's me in the spotlight, losing my religion. Anyway, all right. Thanks
happy
for the
Martin
call.
Luther King Day.
Happy MLK Day. It's still continuing. Thank you. Okay.